So, I know I'm late to the party, and this is a very late review of the movie. You just have to understand when it came out, I didn't have time, and honestly, I should have made time. My only regret of watching this movie at home was the fact that I didn't get to see it in theaters because I think it would have been a wonderful experience. Um, I'm sorry. I know it's been a hot minute, but I recently just got a chance to watch Michael, and I have to say it is one of the best biopics I've ever seen. When I tell you that I didn't even touch my phone, only to research certain events, like did he actually have the monkey? Because I couldn't remember, and the Pepsi incident. Like that's the only time I touched my phone. I thought I was locked in from start to finish, like literally start to finish. Um, I don't know what critics were saying. I don't know why some people didn't like it or why they rated it so low. I think it handled his story really nicely, especially this coming from his perspective. And I have to believe whatever they've shown in the movie happened just because at the end of the credits, you can see that his entire family was like producers on the film, and they've most likely signed off on the material that was, shown to them. So there must be some truth in what we were seeing. The recreation of his albums, the way he thinks, the way he talks. Jafar Jackson is Michael Jackson reborn. I don't know if that's him actually singing. I don't think so. I would assume that they probably just dubbed him, but regardless, phenomenal job as Michael Jackson. I don't know how Jafar did it. I have absolutely no idea. He brought Michael back to life. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, Jafar Jackson could just be Michael Jackson and no one knows about it. Like, absolutely amazing job. Um, when he was recreating the albums, when he was making all of those different things, phenomenal stuff. This how the songs were made, all of that stuff, absolutely amazing to watch. The main pivotal stuff about him and his father, the relationship that he had with Joe, who Joe truly was in terms of how he was treating those children and beating them and all of that stuff. It was just it was hard to see, to be quite honest, because you just feel for this and you can tell Michael never grew up like his siblings. His siblings got to lead a different type of life because Michael was so famous. He never really had any friends. He never really had anyone he can talk to, no one he can really rely on besides his bodyguard and whatnot. You know, him being so afraid of his father, it's so sad to watch because he is talented. Like, I know I'm gonna get so much flack for this if this ever comes out, but the reality is like there will never be anyone like Michael Jackson. There no current pop star, rapper, whatever you want to call them, is or ever will be as big as Michael Jackson. This man had grown ass men, straight men at the time, I'm assuming, were crying to see him. They were dying to see him. They were going to kill to see him. He had people fainting left and right. He would shut down streets, and he would actually engage with his people, with his family, like with his fans, because he loved them so much. And because of one mistake by his father, not even mistake, because of what his father had done to him and like forced him to do for his family, he started doing the drugs, and that led to his downfall. And you could tell because he was a very different man prior to being on the drugs. You can tell. And it's to see his downfall come through is just absolutely saddening. And I guess I'm also going to get a little bit more slack, but I have to say his mom was just as complicit as his father. The argument could be made that if his mom had maybe stepped in and perhaps, stopped all of this and took the kids away, perhaps we would have never seen Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson would never have existed, which I can understand. But was it worth it though for the mom, for her to watch her sons be beaten and literally treated like things, objects to be used? And I don't know, like I also blame his mom for that. I don't think that was the right way to go about it. And she had some responsibility in that action as well. But yeah, man, I don't know what the critics were smoking. I think they were just high or they were just upset. I loved part one. I'm super excited for part two. The recreation of the music videos, the recreation of like the concerts, everything looked just absolutely incredible. Um, the last scene, some people said, I saw it on Twitter and stuff, and they're like, the spirit of Michael Jackson came in Jafar Jackson. I could not agree more. I literally could not agree more. Bad, oh my god, this man was just amazing. Absolutely incredible. I genuinely thought I was watching Michael Jackson on the screen. Truly, truly amazing what they've done. I hope they let the director cook as he did here, or she did. I forget her. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a he or she, but miss whoever they are. I hope they let them cook. I hope they let them continue. I hope they let. I don't. I hope that they don't put any more restrictions or they don't listen to the critics. Let this movie flow that it's supposed to be. The second part, I know it's going to be even more deadlier. I know it's going to open up a lot more worms, a lot more cans, and it's going to be a very, very sad thing to see. I don't know how it's going to be handled, but I think a lot more will come out. A lot of his story, a lot of his side will come out that will shock a lot of people, I think. So I'm super excited for that. Let me know what you guys thought about Michael. It's about to cross $1 billion, I think, or close to $1 billion. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful day, guys.